Melissa here, coming at you with another pick a card. This one's going to be on how do people view you energetically? Vibes are everything. Energy is everything. You know, when we meet somebody, it plays a big part on whether we want to kind of go forward with this person or if we kind of stay away from this person. It says a lot. Now, I will say that energy and vibes sometimes can be misleading. Like I always say, you know, life is very gray. It's not just, you know, black and white. So, you know, sometimes people emit different energies based off of how they're feeling, okay? Maybe you have someone, for example, who's been hurt a lot and, you know, they kind of put up walls. It doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It just means that, you know, like they've been hurt a lot and, you know, they kind of want to tread lightly or carefully going forward. So, you know, if you pick a pile and, you feel like it's not like you, just know that sometimes energy and vibes can sometimes come across as confusing to other people. So take this for entertainment purposes only. That's what you should be always doing when you are, you know, watching my readings. If it doesn't resonate, just move on to the next, you know. Like I always say, you know, these readings cannot resonate every time you watch them. They are for thousands of people and they are a general reading. Now, before we get into it, please check the description box. Everything will be located, situated, you know, very neatly there. My services, how to reach out to me, book with me. Timestamps will be there. Another thing too, if there's anything that you enjoy about this video, please don't hesitate to give me a thumbs up. You know, comment. I love reading your guys' comments. It brings me, you know, so much joy. It's the best part, like I always say, about doing this job. But it helps my channel grow. So please, you know, do that if it resonates. And like I said, if it doesn't, just move on. So without further ado, feel free to pause the video. But if not, let's get into this, starting with pile 1. Okay, pile 1. We will save these 2 cards. I have included my Britiney Carmichael deck. I feel like it's very appropriate for this read. They are the Shine from the Inside deck, and it has a lot to do with you know, what we kind of, you know, emit coming from the inside, what's going on the inside, and why we are what we are. And another thing to note as well, please check the description box for my Patreon account. I do have another account. There are videos I don't feel comfortable with uploading on YouTube. So I have created this Patreon link so that I can bring you these exclusive ad-free videos. So check that out, okay? Let's get into this reading. Okay, so we have a really creative person here. And it's coming through in your energy. Now, I love this Page of Wands. I absolutely love the guy on this card, okay? Because he is just dressed to the nines. Even if he's not dressed to the nines and he's not particularly going anywhere, he's even creative in his dressing styles, okay? So if you can see kind of the way he looks like a person who has spent time on his, you know, outfit. He has his hat. He's full of accessories. Your energy can even be coming through with what you wear, okay? So you look very interesting to people, but your energy is also very interesting to people. I feel like when people are looking at you, they're kind of labeling you as more of like, you know, a creative type. I don't feel like when people look at you, you're exactly kind of fitting into the crowd. There's something unique about you. And I don't know if it's, you know, maybe your hairstyles, or maybe you have like a fabulous sense of jewelry style, or maybe you like to wear hats or sunglasses. There's something here that is eclectic, okay? And I don't want to say eccentric. I really don't, because I don't feel like it's eccentric. It's just, there's people that are noticing this about you. You're different, okay? It's not like you're following the trends. You know, you could have like even that type of personality that just throws a bunch of shit together that doesn't even look like it would match, but then it just ends up turning out really nice, okay? You are also looked at as someone, you know, it's interesting when we pick up this about people too, because you're probably thinking, well, how could they know this about me? I'm not even saying much. People form, you know, opinions of us before we even say 2 words, okay? And you look like a good time. You really look like someone who is like, you know, has a positive attitude, maybe, you know, very smiley, or looks like, you know, someone who would like be fun to go to the club with. I mean, like, again, we have these 3 women here. in a circle holding up their cups of Patron. Yes, okay, it's like your modern day version, okay? You look like a good time, okay? And I don't mean it in, you know, the derogatory way that people have, you know, come to say that saying. I mean, you legit look like someone who would be very fun. You also look like someone who's very worldly. Like, we cannot deny the fact that we have this Three of Wands card here, and then also this Two of Wands. And they're both kind of looking out to the horizon. And, you know, with him holding the globe, it's almost like he's very cultured. So you come across as a wise person, maybe even an old soul, or someone who would probably have a lot of things to talk about. Like, I've met people like this where I just kind of look at them. I'm like, that person has stories. I can tell. Okay. Now, there is something very unpredictable about your energy. With the Tower card, we do have to mention that. It's coming across as a little bit inconsistent. Now, that's not a dig, okay? It's just that, you know, this could be an example. For example, there's some people out there where it's like, today they're all in, they're zeroed in on you, they're focused, they're talking, and then tomorrow it's like they walk by you like they don't even know you, or they're just brief, okay? So you could be a little bit, I don't want to say unstable in your emotions or your energy, but maybe you're very connected to kind of your emotions, and hence why it's changing the energy, okay, of, you know, what you're emitting. That's kind of normal. That's really normal. So for example, today I'm kind of maybe thinking about the past and I'm coming across as a little distant, you know, or then tomorrow I feel better and then I'm laughing and joking with you. This is all normal. Like I said, this is not a dig. But there's inconsistency here, okay? Definitely with the Tower. I will say, though, that there also could be elements of your energy too that, you know, even though while people feel all this, they kind of know maybe that you have strong boundaries and not to cross them, or that there are boundaries here. So I don't feel like you're coming across as a person who people think that they can like run all over, okay? You have a confidence about you, and like I said, with this guy on the Page of Wands, he's very confident standing there, you know, in his, you know, wonderful outfit. You know, the Devil card is here. I have to put it out there, you know, you might have to be very careful, you know, and that's not to scare you. It's just that your energy is very potent and you attract a lot of people. Okay. I get that a lot of people want to be around you. Your energy is actually, has some sort of seductiveness in it. Okay. In the sense that you kind of like beckon people without maybe not even knowing it. Okay. So I feel like there's a lot of people obsessed or can get obsessed with you, and you're aware of that, you know, and maybe you even pick up on it subliminally and start to kind of distance yourself. But it's because you're so interesting, you know, you're so interesting. And anybody who's not like following the trends or trying to fit in is going to be freaking interesting. I mean, like, hello, come on, you know? I know when I've seen girls out there before who are, you know, really, you know, creative with their dressing style, I always used to look up to that because I was just like, wow, you know, like my brain doesn't even function that way. I honestly just throw on whatever I have. I'm not really that deep with my clothing style. So I used to like look up to it, okay? But I feel like there's some people around you who can take it to another level. You might feel like you have ways about you that you don't understand that draws people in, but you know, it can get annoying for you, I feel like. So I understand why that Devil card is here, and I understand why the people would be attracted to this. Oh my God, you have two. Okay, I don't know why when I read these cards, I never look down here until like I'm like done here, but I just realized now you have two Devil cards. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to take this up a notch, okay? So be careful, and you know, because look at this, Ace of Wands. So you're very creative. You might attract a lot of copycats too. Be careful with that as well. You know, there could be a lot of people who want to steal your ideas. And when I say you're creative, I was just using dressing as an example. This could be creative on many levels. Maybe you're creative with your ideas at work. Maybe you're creative with, things you want to invent. But I feel like you need to be careful with your ideas. I feel like you need to not share them, okay? Like just effortlessly, maybe just with people that you really know well, because I feel like you could have a type of personality where you'll attract a lot of vampires and lower vibrations who would want to kind of suck something off of you, okay? And I don't know if it's like either your energy or the ideas or your creativity, because you have to understand, when you have people out there who just can't be creative on their own, they will look to steal it from other people. They really will. I mean, people do it on YouTube all the time. They will watch, for example, a tarot reader and try to imitate that tarot reader because maybe their channel's not doing good. And, you will never be able to do that in life. An audience is an audience, and audiences can always understand what's authentic and what is not. So like I always tell people with YouTube, be yourself, because that's the best way to go. If people are not feeling it, they're not feeling it. But don't go around and steal other people's ideas. So, I was just using a little example in my world because I've had my stuff stolen, okay? I've had my identity stolen. I've had things stolen. So I get this, okay? With the Sun card here, it's like I said, like this Sun card very much points to kind of like your soul. It looks like the energy that's emitting from your soul. That's kind of what I see it when I look at this card. It's very attractive to people. So while you're a good-hearted person and you could kind of, I don't want to use the word be naive, but maybe you're just very kind-hearted, you have to suss out people. Don't just let them in your circle like easily. Because I can see here, you're a good time girl. You're like, hey, come on, like let's all be fun, the more the merrier. But no, you need to like really be careful with your energy, and you need to be careful with the people that come in, because I feel like these people who are coming in, while they might not know it, consciously, they might be after something that's different, okay, than just your company, okay? Like I said, to steal creative ideas, or, maybe there's something about you that, would open up a world to them. Maybe they can get things by knowing you or being your friend or something. I don't know what this is, okay? So let's see what these two cards say here. Unleash your inner wild child, get up and dance. So you very much emit this, like I said, fun energy, and you're free with yourself. This could be another element of why your energy is so seductive, is because you just don't care. You have let go of all your inhibitions. You are not afraid to be silly. You're not afraid to get up and dance. Like there's a lot of people out there that are very worried about like their image and how they come across. You're just like, it's authentic, and people, they love it. They don't even judge you. They're just like, look at that girl, the way she's behaving. I wish I could be that free. There's something very free about you, or something that you do in life with no holds bar that makes other people feel like inspired, okay? And I hope you can kind of understand what I'm saying with that, and, try to read between the lines. It's almost like someone who's not afraid to get up. Let's use an example, to get up and maybe dance and put that shit on the internet, and just like being free with themselves, like a Lisa Rinna, okay? You see how she gets up, she's in her underwear. I'm not saying you're in your underwear, but she just dances and has fun. People love it. Nobody really, says, oh, I mean, I'm sure there's some people, but she's free with herself. And what's wrong with that, And wearing underwear is not anything different than wearing a bathing suit. So I really don't get this whole thing, but yeah. Remove the limiting labels you're wearing. Yeah, you're a very free spirit here. You are, look at this. She's taken off this crown or this mask that, society's created for her. And she's like, F you. I'm going to be who I want to be, and I'm not going to let anything stop me. So like there's a very much an independent and courageous energy here. Let me tell you, you're very looked up to, and you could actually be inspiring other people to kind of get on this bandwagon, because you have it figured out. And maybe the way you put it forth, it's enticing to them to kind of try this, So you're not really like being bogged down or held to any standard. You're free. You want to have fun. And you're going to live your best life while you're here. You don't care. You don't really care. Whatever makes you happy is what makes you happy. And I feel like this happiness it's being transcended through the energy. People can feel it. They really can. So this was like an amazing pile to start with. Like, I really don't know how we're going to top this, but we'll have to see. But this was amazing. And if it resonates, good for you. But like I said, be careful. Be careful, because you are very kind, okay? You're very kind. You're very open. You might even have this way about you where you want to help everybody. You can't do that in life. You cannot. Unfortunately, it's not like we're on a different planet here. We are on Earth, and there's energy vampires everywhere. So you have to be careful, okay? Thank you so much for watching, Pile 1, and let me know what you thought. Okay, Pile 2, let's see what's going on with you. We will save these for last. So guys, I have a Patreon account that I've started. I don't feel comfortable with releasing the type of videos I want to release on YouTube. You might want to check that out. It's in the description box. They are ad-free videos, and you'll have access to weekly channel messages as well as other channel readings that I do. And today I'm actually putting up a video on what I see for what life will be like in 2050. Okay, so here we have a very different energy from pile 1. And this is kind of what I like, because I love when the piles are vastly different. This one's different. And if you skip my intro, please understand that whatever your energy is kind of admitting, sometimes it can be very different than what we are. Like I said, there's people out there who have been hurt, and they tend to put up walls, okay? That doesn't mean that they're not a good person or a fun person. It's just that that's what they've created. And, you know, I said that to say that this applies to actually pile 2. So this is what I see here. You're coming across as a Queen of Swords and a High Priestess. And, you know, a little disclaimer too, there's nothing wrong with what I'm about to say. There's nothing wrong, okay, with this. Queen of Swords, she has very much an energy of that alpha, that silent alpha female. She doesn't have to say much. She doesn't have to yell at you. She can just kind of walk around. You know, you can tell from her face, you can tell from her body language, you can tell from her mannerisms how she is. Now, you also are represented by the High Priestess too. So there's also something very mysterious going on here. Something that people can't put their finger on. It's like a je ne sais quoi, okay? People don't know how to take you. They don't. With the Hangman here, okay, we have 2 hangmans here. People are a little on the fence with you. You're not readable, okay? You're not understanded. I feel like very misunderstood here. And it's almost like sad, because I feel like sometimes this will put you in awkward situations where you don't mean to be like this, but people are sensing something in you, and you're just like, I don't get it. You know, like, I don't know what would make you feel like that, but it's coming across, okay? It's coming across. Now, something could have happened, okay? Something could have happened. And what tells me that is we have a 5 of Cups here, okay? So I don't know if someone's passed recently or if you're going through a hard time. And let me just tell you, if you're going through a hard time and you feel like you want to be left alone and you don't want anyone to come near you, there's nothing wrong with that. I go through that all the time, okay? I fluctuate. I'm social, and then I want to retreat, and I don't want I'm not going to answer my phone. You won't see me answering my phone. I'll take 2-3 weeks to answer to a text if I feel need be. So I feel like, I say that to say that you're very true to yourself. I feel like you govern yourself and your emotions very deeply, and you put yourself first. So with this pile, what I'm trying to say is I don't feel like you're a pushover or a person who, if you are feeling like this, is going to just extend yourself when you know that for your well-being, you just need to kind of like go away or hibernate. This energy though, that you're exuding though, it's kind of spilling over into something different though. So people's opinions or views of you, they feel like you can't be trusted. They feel like they have to watch themselves with you. Now, if you're trying to put this out on purpose, I mean, hey, it's working. Good for you. You know, like there's nothing wrong if you're trying to emit this type of energy. There's nothing wrong with that. So it's working. People are kind of on the fence. They feel like they don't want to slip up with you. I feel like they're very actually nervous around you. So I don't know if you are a boss, or if you have employees, or maybe you're in charge of people. But if you're trying to admit that, which you should be in some sense, I mean, I don't think anybody should be, when you're a boss, you shouldn't be friends with your employees, because then they walk all over you. This is working. This is working. With the Four of Swords here too, I feel like people could they kind of back down, or they're not able to look you in your eyes. With the Four of Swords, this is almost like, when you meet somebody, it's like, okay, yeah, like I would have to really come correct if I came correct. Like I could not just kind of spew my bullshit and they would take it. So maybe people even kind of prepare when it comes to you. If they want to bring something to your attention, they would prepare. The Seven of Swords is what tells me that they don't trust you. There's something about your nature that they don't trust. And if this is resonating, just kind of be the bigger person with this pile and admit it. Let's try to kind of laugh at ourselves a bit. Don't take these pick a cards so seriously, okay? With the Two of Swords here, this is what kind of tells me there's elements here that are not exactly true. So I feel like you are a good person. It's just that your circle is very small. So you might not be open to new people coming in. You have your people, you have your family, and that's good for you. You're not really trying to be out there and hey, it's a free for all, yeah, I'll be your friend, and we're going to, tell our whole life stories and sit in a kumbaya circle. This is not what I'm feeling with you. I feel like you're very guarded. You're very guarded with what you let in. And that is what you should be doing because, as opposed to pile one, I don't feel like I need to tell you to be careful. Okay. Yes, sometimes there's people out there who want to be, saying, oh yeah, your energy is bomb, blah, blah, blah. But then with those people, I have to tell them, you got to be careful because you're being way too free with yourself. Okay. So with this pile, it's good. There's a good amount of boundaries. And what's more important is that, people are looking up to you in the sense that there's a high regard for respect here. Like I said, I don't feel like anybody could walk all over you or, try something with you. They are intrigued though. If I can say one thing, they are intrigued. They want to know who you are though. They want to know your secrets. I don't know if you felt like people have tried to pry into your life or, know your secrets or ask you questions. People, I feel like, are genuinely interested in you. They want to know what's the mystery with the High Priestess, what's her story? What is her story and why is she like this? The Hermit card here tells me, you're very in tune with yourself, but you're also very inward and you're not afraid to be alone. You are not afraid to be alone. So you could have a type of energy here that is maybe always by yourself, or maybe let's say if you are, I don't know, in a workplace, you're always sitting alone. You don't mind eating your food alone. You don't mind, being to yourself. You're not that person that needs to be in a crowd. It's interesting with the Four of Swords too. It's like, I'm putting this it does represent dead energy. That's so funny. It represents dead energy, okay? It does. And like I said, I feel like there's blocks. So people are not able to penetrate towards your soul to kind of see fully who you are. So there are guards up and we do have a bunch of swords here. So these swords could actually indicate just like, the swords up with the wall up, but at the same time, like I said, there could have been things that have happened here in your life. And, that's the reason why maybe you emit this type of energies because you're just trying to be careful going forward. Or like I said, maybe you have no time. Maybe you really have no time. Maybe you're good with who you are. Maybe you love your own company. Maybe you don't care, like I said, about being a part of the crowd. But the best thing about this, Paul, I would say is that if people feel anything, it's a high level of respect. So, they can't just come to you with stupidity or foolishness. They would have to come correct. But I'm not sensing at the same time with this pile that people are flocking towards you. I feel like they're flocking, if they are flocking towards you, it's for the wrong reason. It's more because they want to know, like you're mysterious. So they want to know the story. They want to know who you are. They want to know what's going on. Like I said, you might get asked a lot of questions in life, and that's like hella annoying. If that's true, that is so annoying, you know? I have people sometimes when I comment on videos, about my own experiences of what I went through, they'll sit there and write me comments and ask me like, about my journey. That's not your business. That's not your business. So I kind of like feel for this pile because, like I said, with the High Priestess, you're so mysterious that you do engage people, but I feel like you're engaging people because they're nosy, like they're really nosy. And while you are so like individualistic, or I don't even know if the word I'm trying to say is right, and because you do your own thing, it's like, where are you? Where are you going? Oh, what were you doing there? Who are you talking to? It's like, because there's elements of you that seem secretive, So it's like, they more just want to find out like who you are, if anything. But I feel like it's not for the right reasons because they're freaking nosy. So let's see what these say, okay? Your soul whispers love, but your ego shouts fear. Okay, so this shows me someone who deep down is a really beautiful person, and has a lot of love to offer. But the ego on the outside is shouting something different, which is fear. And when I say fear, I'm not saying that you're scared of anything. I'm just saying I feel like it's an example of like what I said when I was reading. It's like you maybe have been hurt and you just kind of want to kind of be alone, or you don't, right now is not the time that you want to get to know anybody. You just kind of want to kind of do your own thing. So when I say your ego shouts fear, it's more just like people are picking up on the fact that you don't really want anything to do with them. If it's work, it's work, but just don't ask me to do anything, Maybe people put their they put their stuff together in their own head and have assumptions about you. Like, oh, she's probably been hurt a lot, or she's probably this and that, and that's why she's doing what she does. I feel like there's a lot of assumptions that are made about you, which are not true as well, okay? That's annoying, but at the same time, I don't feel like you care. I really don't feel like you care. You really are inward. You're about your own journey. You couldn't give two SHITs about other people. Like I said, you clicked on this for entertainment purposes, which is what you should be doing. Oh, so forgive someone. Okay, this could be for a few people of you out there who need to kind of let go and forgive someone. And I'm not talking about, meeting up with them and hanging out and having fun. I'm just talking about letting go because, for a few of you out there, this could be the reason why you are the way you are. And you wouldn't want to have this, affecting you. If this is not really who you are, but you're just kind of putting this on for right now, you're not really maybe in your authentic energy because you might, you want to be happy, but it's kind of turned you sour a bit. So I don't know if there's someone out there that you need to forgive. I don't know if it's a family member or a person who's hurt you deeply. It could have been a bunch of people who have hurt you deeply, but for a few of you out there, you could be holding on to some hurt that needs to go. And I know I'm saying that very, casually, but, grudges only hurt the person who's carrying them, okay? While these other people are just living their life. So try to maybe forgive them and maybe work on releasing that feeling and see maybe how it kind of helps you, going forward, because we wouldn't want to be carrying around this kind of, these kind of feelings and it portraying kind of maybe in our energy and stop us from maybe having good things come in, okay? So yeah, pile two, pretty interesting. This is going to be a little bit of a tricky pile. I hope I didn't offend anybody. And, like I said, in no way am I telling anybody to change. But let me know what you thought, okay? And thank you so much for watching. Okay, pile three. Let's see what's going on. We will get to these cards in a moment. Guys, I have started a Patreon account. There's certain videos I like to make that I don't feel comfortable putting on YouTube. So I have created this Patreon account. You might want to look into it. It's in the description box. It's pretty interesting. I am actually uploading a video today. It will be on what our world will be like in 2050. So yeah, check that out. So let's talk about this pile here. Holy moly. Holy moly. Okay, so this is a pile that really attracts a lot of people. Your energy is actually quite, it's quite appealing, but I'll tell you something. With the fact that we see a Six of Cups here and we see a Wheel of Fortune, there's something else going on besides what you're emitting here. There's something on oh goodness, here we go. There's something on another level here going on. And what I mean by that, esoterically, I hope I said that word properly, there's something else going on here. You could have had a past life. I'm going to put it out there. You could have had a past life that, I don't know who you were in this past life, but it's almost like it's repeating itself in the sense that you attract a lot of people. Like even him, he's in a part of a crowd and he's coming in and everybody's looking at him. There could be something going on here. And, you know, as a person who can see and read, it's very difficult sometimes to put these things into words. But hopefully you can kind of get what I'm saying. Like this can come through in the sense of, I'll use myself, for example. So sometimes when I walk in, you know, most times when I walk into, let's say, a restaurant, everybody stops what they're doing and just looks at me. And it's not because I look weird or anything. It's just like, I don't know what it is, but I feel like it's my energy. But it's weird when it happens. Or like, for example, I find when I'm talking to people get kind of tranced in by my eyes. Like it's almost like they're under a trance when they're looking at me in my eyes. It's really weird. Or they get stuck. Guys, like, I know this sounds crazy, but hopefully you can kind of get where I'm going here. Your energy is very, very appealing. And, you know, we have the Lovers card here. You know, I don't feel like you have a problem attracting, like, you know, whatever you're into, whether if it's the same sex or the opposite sex. You are, you know, stunning to look at. You're gorgeous. You might even have a boatload of options, you know, when it comes to like people who are interested in you. And we have the Two of Cups and we have the Lovers again. So this is a very weird day. I feel like with these pick a cards I feel like the energy is strong with this pick a card, very strong. So even friendships, you know, people who are friends of yours are extremely attracted to your energy. And I feel like whether they're aware of it or not, it's almost like it's past life. And there could be some situations where people are like, I feel like I've known you, or I feel like I know you, or I feel like we were friends in a past life, or I knew you in like something along these lines is going on. Something along these lines. You could be a personable person with your energy. Your energy could come across as very appealing in the sense like if someone spotted you, like, oh, you know, like just the way she's kind of walking around or smiling or maybe engaging with people. It's like you seem easygoing or someone who I could easily get to know or have fun with, you know. Very interesting here, you know, with the Prince of Cups here and that horse that he's on, you know, I feel like this is what's kind of making me feel as a reader that a lot of people are chasing. The thing is, though, I'm going to tell you, as opposed to pile one, I feel like this is actually authentic. Which I can't usually say as a reader. Sometimes as readers, I have to put out the warnings, but I don't feel like this is negative. I feel like, you know, the people that you have in your life or the people who want to get to know you are there for like the right reasons. They're attracted also to, we have the Star card. I mean, I don't know if you have a way about you where when you're talking to people or when you're getting to know people, you have this really amazing positive attitude, or you have a way of putting things in words, or you have a way with words where that person on the other end is just like, huh, wow, like that really makes sense to me, and it's like, maybe you're even philosophical to some degree, and you know how to kind of like express yourself really well, like as opposed to me who stumbles, like I feel like you're a master communicator with this, and you're inspiring people to like really think about things. And hence, I feel like through those transactions, people are feeling like connected to you. Like I really feel a strong connection here. We have the Ace of Cups here. Like your love is like no other. And I don't care if it's like a family member who feels like this, or a friendship, or maybe, a person that you're with, a guy that you're with, or whatever. It's a one of a kind love. So you could come from a place where there's no inhibitions with how you love. It's just you love. And it doesn't matter where you come from or what walk of life you come from, or, there's no hangups or like, how do I say, like, things about, who you love. Like, it's just like, if you're a good person and, I love you, it's beautiful. Now, we have the Six of Pentacles here. We have to talk about this. So there's alongside with this beautiful energy that you carry, you have a way about you that is very generous, a very generous spirit. This man is actually, he's a very wealthy man. I'm not saying you're wealthy. It could be with anything. But I'm just explaining the card. He's very wealthy, and he's dropping crumbs into like, these people who are hungry's mouth. So like, just like with your love, you're kind, you're really kind. You might, say good morning to people. You might, have this friendly attitude. Maybe someone was not having a good day and you just said the right words. You care about people. If someone out there is, not doing well, you ask them genuinely, like, is there anything I can do? Or maybe if you see something that's going wrong outside, you step in and you, okay, very good. I'm feeling the Good Samaritan here. I'm really feeling the Good Samaritan. You could be like that type of person who, maybe gets out of your car when there's an accident, and goes and checks on the person. Is like, are you okay? Or if you see someone on the side of the highway, you stop over and it's like, are you okay? Like, I'm really feeling like, are you okay? Like, you care. You really care. And like I said, with this energy that you're emitting, it makes them feel connected to you. You could have maybe come from a past life where you helped many people, and they're picking up on that subliminally, which I find really, really interesting, because I've never felt that before in a reading. You'll have to let me know what that's about. You'll really have to. Maybe there's a couple of people out there who know what they were in a past life. I don't know. The Wheel of Fortune here, there's something about you that makes people feel like they would be very lucky to know you. Okay, and I'm not talking about anything stupid in society, like maybe you're a really rich person. It's just a feeling, okay? It's a feeling. We see people out there sometimes, and, we have a couple conversations and we're just like, like, wow, if I had someone like that in my life, I would probably really, really blessed. I mean, this can even point to family members. I feel like within your family, they feel very lucky to have you. There's elements of you that are just irreplaceable, and maybe people have not seen this in other people that they've met, hence why they think that they're so lucky to have you in their life. But if you're on this, if this is resonating and you're on this path, which you might not even be aware of, you're just doing it freely, you're helping a lot of people, and you're special. You really are special, because the love that you offer, it's one of a kind. It doesn't come across in a lifetime more than once. So, your friends might even feel like, wow, I could call my friend any time of the hour, or if I needed her, she would be there. Or if I needed a kidney, she would give me a kidney, There's something very interesting about this pile, and it's actually coming through these cards. And like I said, it's really an energy that cannot be matched, okay? Cannot be matched. Look at this too. Like, I love the way this card looks because she's just kind of like, you know, looking up and she's kind of walking through doing her thing. And this person's just zoned in on her. So you could have this personality or this way about you where you find a lot of people watch you. And I don't know if it freaks you out, but you feel like at times like it's a bit much. It's a bit much. But this is kind of what it is, okay? If that's resonating, this is what it is, okay? Your energy is highly appealing and it has something to do, I feel like, with which is like a past life. You had maybe a past life where you embodied the same energy. And I feel like you have a mission. I really do. I feel like with this pile, you have a mission and you're actually doing it. You're actually doing it because you're helping people. You know, sometimes when we say mission, we get so crazy and we think we have to go to like Africa and help people. No, you can help the people who are around you, okay? And it could be the same type of mission. So this was really interesting. I'm so like, what is this gonna say? Oh, be bold. Don't be afraid to stand out. So you really stand out, and you are bold. You are bold. Like you might have the perfect sayings. You might, like I said, stand up for justice. You're not afraid to kind of put yourself out there for what you need to put yourself out there for. And it shows, okay? So I really like how she's wearing yellow lipstick too. I don't know, you could be bold also too in the way you present yourself. You know, maybe you have a very interesting type of, you know, look, or you try new things, but you are bold and you do stand out from the crowd like 100% with this pile. You are pure magic. So you are pure magic. I mean, we even have this mixed with the star card here. There's something very like esoterical about your energy. I mean, you could even have a certain type of aura, a rare aura, but people are really intrigued by this. And you're on a mission. You're on a mission, I'm telling you, because you're holding that globe in your hand and you're looking at it deeply. And there's actually frequency popping out from that globe, which tells me you're a light worker. Okay, you are a light worker and you're doing your part, or you're trying to do your part at least. But if you're helping people around you, that's just as good. So wow, pile 3, like I'm really impressed with this reading. It's amazing, actually. It's actually one of the best readings I've done so far. So let me know what you thought. And, you know, thank you so much for watching. Amazing. Okay, pile 4. Let's see what's going on with you. We will save these 2 cards for last. So guys, I have a Patreon account. You might want to check it out. There are videos that I like to make, which are not suitable, I don't feel like, for YouTube. So you might want to check that out. It could be something you're interested in. I will be uploading a video today, actually, on what I see the world being like in 2050. So yeah, check that out. Okay, give me a moment because this is a lot. Okay, so let's just put it out there. Your beauty is playing a big part of your energy. And I know this is about energy, but let's just be real. When people see us, they see us, okay? So you're stunningly attractive. And please don't sit there and say, I don't think I am. That is so hurtful sometimes, you know, to yourself. It's so hurtful to yourself to say something like that. And you have to remember too, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, okay? So how we feel about ourselves, it's not always accurate. So I'm just telling you, you're beautiful to somebody, okay? And with this pile, you're beautiful to most people. And we have a Queen of Wands and an Empress showing here. Like this is a lot, okay? A lot. Queen of Wands, she's an above average looking female. She is, you know, a spicy, ravishing, you know, she makes people just kind of want to, you know, take a bite out of her, okay? And then you have the Empress scene next to you. So there's also, you know, you're not just a vixen, okay? You also have other elements that would make you kind of come across as more nurturing and like there's something creative about you, but also people kind of feel like this person would be like a great mother, or like she could offer me something, or she could be, you know, nurturing. you might feel like a lot of people kind of want to run to you often, either for your advice or maybe they want hugs from you. Like, I feel like your hugs are bomb. Your hugs are bomb. And there's something within that energy when you touch people or you hug somebody, it kind of transforms them. And, you know, this could be even like a Reiki healer. You could be doing some type of healing. You could be a healer. I really sense that with this pile. Now, I feel like because the Three of Swords is sitting right next to these two women, which these two women are like what you embody, there's elements of this beauty that in turn makes them feel like with your energy as well, that you would hurt them. I feel like you come across as something that is not what you are. And this makes me feel like something like this. When you're really beautiful, people will always put these stereotypes on you. Like, she's probably a party girl. She probably has, you know, a whole bunch of boyfriends. You know, I wouldn't be able to compete with that. Or, you know, she has a lot of opportunity out there. So I wouldn't even want to kind of go there because, you know, she'd probably leave me. There's something like this going on. Like, you're really sexy. You're really sexy. And in turn, it makes people feel like you would hurt them, which is sad because it's an illusion. It's an illusion. It's not real. It's an illusion. And I've faced this before in my life, okay? I faced this, especially when I was a lot younger. I would get hated on in interviews, especially if I had a female interviewer. They would skip right past me because, I don't know, there was something about my beauty that did something, I don't know, to them that, or made them feel like triggered. I don't know. There's a lot of triggering with this pile. Now, we have a King of Wands showing up here. So I feel like a lot of the times you're very much, your energy brings in a lot of, you know, the opposite sex, or, you know, there's a lot of, you know, sexual energy that you kind of feel like, okay, I realize at this point I'm putting off something here. And I don't really sense that, you know, I mean, you could be that type of woman who wears a bunch of makeup, but even if you don't wear a bunch of makeup, you still attracted. So it's almost like, what can I do, you know? But it is sexual energy, 100% with this pile. And, you know, people can't help but like I said, want a bite of you, okay? You're really attractive. And even in friendships too, don't get it twisted. You know, we have the three girls here in the crowd. You know, let's just be real out there. There's a lot of girls who like to have, you know, certain girls like you in their group, you know, attractive, beautiful, you know, you fit in. There's something there with that as well. It's very appealing to other women too, okay? With the Ten of Cups here, you kind of also embody this energy that, you know, if I knew her, she could make me happy. Sometimes so much so that you feel like you're too needed by others, you know? It could be kind of annoying sometimes to you. I'm not saying that, you know, you're that upset about it, but it sometimes crosses your mind that, you know, you don't like how much you're needed, you know? You feel like sometimes people are just like energy suckers, like, you know, just kind of figure it out on your own, or don't call me about everything, you know, because you might be a wise person as well. And people kind of are always kind of trying to flock to you to kind of get those answers, or maybe you know the meaning of life, or maybe you have it together, and, you know, but I feel like there's a lot of energy vampires with this pile, okay? A lot of them. With the Wheel of Fortune and the Magician card here, I feel like there's elements of your, you know, energy or personality that points to a person who is good at many different things, or, you know, a very skillful person, or a person who even has a way with words. But there's something very lucky about being connected to you. Now, you will have to read between the lines. This is a general reading. I cannot get into like what that might be. But there could be something about you, like if I know her, or if I'm in with her, that can open up like the doorways for things. You know, there's some people out there who just have this way about them where if you know them, you feel like it comes with perks. And I don't know what that is, okay? It could be as simple as, you know, you're a great gift giver. So if I know her, I'll get some bomb ass gifts, you know, for my birthday. Like, just read between the lines here. With the Magician here, though, something's really sticking out to me here about how he has that wand up in his hands. You could be having some sort of an energy that makes people feel like a leader of some sorts. And it's almost like a pastor, but not a pastor, but a leader of whatever you do, you know, or whatever group you're in or energy. You know, you could be very confident within yourself of, you know, who you are and what you have and what you've attained and the knowledge that you have. And it shows. And people sometimes kind of want to get on that bandwagon in a sense, you know. It's interesting, very interesting here. You see, we have the Prince of Swords here again with that horse at full action, you know, like full speed. You have a lot of people coming towards you, And sometimes I feel like you feel like if it's for the right reasons, you know, maybe you know certain people, or maybe it's your beauty and you'll never really know if they kind of love you for you. It's almost like these people who are attracted are under a spell of some sorts, okay? Now with the Six of Swords here, I feel like, it's interesting because we have a Prince of Swords going that way and then we have a Six of Swords going that way. So I feel like sometimes this annoys you. I really do. I feel like you're annoyed by this sometimes. You just want to be left alone sometimes and people just can't do it. I mean, this could be family members as well. We do have the Ten of Cups. You know, maybe you just feel like you cannot get away sometimes and have your independent time. People always want at you. Or maybe you're a person who's highly needed. I mean, maybe you're a mother and you just want to get away from your kids, you know, sometimes. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, by the way, okay? There's nothing wrong with a mother having her time alone, okay? So sometimes you feel like you're overburdened by all maybe the responsibility, and maybe there's just too much people around. Oh, goodness. So as far as your energy, it's very seductive. It's very intriguing, but like, I cannot lie, a lot of it is your beauty. And it's also too like what you offer the relationships. I feel like what you offer a relationship is like top quality, grade A meat, okay? Like a 10 out of 10, like you give it your all, you give it the most. And it's not what people are used to out there, okay? Because let's just be real, there's a lot of shitty people out there, but when they meet you, it's like so refreshing, you know? And like I said, they feel very lucky to know you. So let's see what these two cards say here. You are perfectly beautiful. See what I'm saying? So we have all these beautiful women on this card, and this does point to beauty, okay? It does, and it doesn't matter. I love this card because it doesn't matter what size you are. There's something about you that's beautiful. So if you're watching this and you feel like you're overweight, it doesn't matter. You're beautiful, okay? And the fact that we got this card, it just makes me feel as a reader confident that, you know, there's something about your energy that is very connected to your beauty, okay? So you're a beautiful person, and I feel like inside as well. Awaken your authentic self and be true to you. So I feel like you need to kind of stop giving so much. I feel like you need to awaken to your authentic self, and I feel like you need to do what you want to do. Like I said, I feel like there's someone who wants to kind of take off sometimes and just do their own thing, turn the phone off and shut people out, or maybe just kind of go and do something. I don't know what this is about, but I feel like the cards are urging you to stop putting everybody else first. That could just be a little side message for a few of you. There's parts of yourself, your authentic self, that are like lacking here or missing out on because you're giving so much to other people. Because I feel like there's a lot of people. I really do. And sometimes that can get annoying. It can. Like, we do need an equal balance. So yeah, I don't know. Like, let me know what you thought, guys. And, you know, thank you so much for watching.